guys. I wanted to come on to talk to you guys about rain checks. Sorry, I have a Tic Tac in my mouth. Well, yeah. Been talking about rain checks, whether it's CVS, Rite Aid, or Walgreens. I'm mainly basing things on CVS because I've picked up quite a few over the past year. Now, some things to keep in mind when I talk to you guys about rain checks. It's I talk about particular rain checks to pick up when it's going to be a deal where it's going to kind of, in a sense, double dip. The only reason I say double dip is it's usually when you can do a deal where it's going to overlap with another deal that's going on and possibly in a week or 2 weeks from that point. Sometimes even longer, but sometimes it's just good to pick up rain checks on certain things you see in the store, certain things that you purchased. Whether you want to pick up a rain check for something that you already did the deal on, that's your own choice. That's something that you want to do for you. I mean, that's fine, I guess. Now, if you're gonna go and try to get something for a rain check for a product that's already there on the shelf, that's the same thing. That's up on you if it's something you want to do. The only thing I want to say about that is sometimes the hard things that you're gonna get a rain check on that you might be questioned about are the paper products and also what they call it. Sometimes the detergent. Now, some of the easy ones to get rain checks on is usually oral care. And the only reason I say that is because there's so many different sizes, so many different brands, so different tastes. They got the purple ones, they got the blue ones, they got the green ones. I mean, so they have different many. So you can, particularly ask for a particular one, or particular size. So keep that in mind. Couple of things about the rain check that you want to take into account is if there's anything that has extra care buck deals attached to them, make sure that they always put in the event code. And the event code, usually you can find it at the bottom down here of the product. My always thought in mind with getting any rain checks is after you got the rain check, cut the product, cut the ad for that particular product out, staple it onto it so you don't have any issues, you don't have any questions with the cashier on the product. Because they're going to see the event code, they're going to see that the event code matches, and then they're going to see what product you're picking up, and you won't have any issues for it. So that's one of my easy things that I hardly ever have any problems with using any rain checks on. Is to cut it out and have to use it. Another thing with the products is that they can print out the rain checks, the extra care buck deals on the rain checks. So if they're telling you that they can't, find out firsthand when you go and you're ready to check out. And that's the very first thing you should hand them is your rain check and your products. Now, you can tell them right off the bat that you just want to get the extra care bucks for the product, and they'll just scan the products right then and there, no problems. Now sometimes some cashiers, they want to be all up on it, of course, and sometimes they'll mess things up in your rain check, meaning when there's like a buy one get one free and your rain check says get a certain amount of extra care buck deals when you purchase 2 for $4.49 a piece, then they won't let you double dip on it, and they won't let you get that product for that week when it's free. It's just an example, and they'll charge you for the price of what the product is, flat out, and then you're screwed. and they screw up your transaction. So then it just depends up on you if you really want to do the transaction and if you're willing to pay for it. And if you are, then you can just return the product afterwards. So, I mean, it's kind of hit or miss with that sometimes. Sometimes when you do your transactions and you're using RainChecks. Other times you just don't have any issues with the cashiers. They'll just do what they got to do and get your RainChecks. So if right off the bat when you go and do your transactions, if they know that they have to print out the extra care bucks. If they're telling you, well, you can't print out extra care bucks, you can. They just don't know how, and so you either could ask them for a manager. If it's a location that you normally shop at and you don't have any issues, then just come back another day or go to another location and do your transaction there, so you don't have any issues. But you can print them out. Even not having the event code on there, they can do it, meaning that they can still print out the extra care bucks, because usually that event code is what they use when they're gonna, after you've done with your transaction, and then they're gonna print them out afterwards. There's a button that they have to press that says no event code found, and then they just put in the amount of what the extra care buck deal is for that particular product. Sometimes I always say it's good to have the ad for that particular product on there, because sometimes the cashiers will read it wrong and then they won't give you all the extra care bucks for that particular deal, because it's for each time you buy the quantity of the product. So sometimes let's say there's a Tide and it's going on sale for $4.99 and you get $1 extra care bucks if you purchase the product. So, and they have a maximum of 2. So you put in that you want a quantity of 2. So, but then they will only print out 1 extra care buck for that particular product sometimes. When there's no event code. Sometimes when you have the event code, then they'll spit out the $2 in extra care bucks, or they'll have to manually put it in. So it just depends on how they read it. So it's just for your own records, for your own understanding of it, so you don't have any issues. It's just always a good idea to cut it out of that particular ad for that particular sale, so that they could just match it up, and then they know that that they have to print out an extra care buck for each item that you purchase. Because sometimes they just read it wrong. I mean, they're human. Everybody makes mistakes, and the way they read it, they think that they're right, and the way you see things as couponers, you know what's right and what's wrong, and so you just got to keep that in mind. So that's just a good way of doing things as a coupon. So you just, because we don't like fighting. We just want to get our deals done and over with and go on to the next thing. So I've been popping these like candy because I don't got candy. I haven't had lunch. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I haven't had lunch, so this is my lunch. I'm gonna go eat dinner right now. So we eat dinner kind of early, usually about 5 o'clock. But I've been eating kind of late. So anyway, so with the RainChecks, like I say, try to get your RainChecks usually towards the middle or towards the end of the week. Now, each location's different in the sense, well, in my region where I shop at, which is, I want to say, a good 20-mile radius, because I go to different locations. I drive for my work, so, I have more opportunity to go to a bunch of different locations. Now, and, they're not too far away. They're not 10 miles from each other. So, usually, some locations, they stock up their shelves on a certain day. So do your homework, ask. There's no problems with asking. There's no problems with finding out, when they stock up their products. So if they tell you that they get their shipment in on Sunday, then most likely they'll start, producing all their stuff by putting their stuff on their shelves by Monday or Tuesday. So by the end of the week that they're not going to have anything. If they don't have it on their shelves, then they're not going to have it in the store. Sometimes they do, meaning sometimes that they have everything that they can put off on the shelves, and they don't have any more room, so they'll keep it in the back. And then later on in the week, it's a possibility that they'll pull it off the shelves, or if you ask them, they might have it in the back. Some cashiers will just tell you flat out, if you don't have it on the floor, then we don't have it in stock. Then you know to just go ahead and get your rain check. Now I've seen manager at a particular store share with the cashier how to find something if they have it stored in the back, or if they have it in the end cap of some kind. So find out, have them scan the product. I mean, what they'll do is they'll end up scanning the product, and they could check it in their system if they have some in the back. So you have to keep that in mind. You might hit yourself in the foot if you're trying to get a rain check on something, and then they tell you, yeah, they have 2 in the back. If they decide to check, they don't always check. Normally, I want to say only once, and it was because I really wanted to get that deal because I had a rain check to use that week, and I didn't end up paying anything out of pocket for an oral care product. So I was asking for them, and you know, they checked the end cap, and then they scanned, and they said they had 4 more in the back, so I was able to get my deal. But if you're there at the counter and you're asking for a rain check for a product, then usually 99% of the time they won't check to see if they have it in the store. But that's just been my luck that I haven't had any issues with it. Usually they have never said, I can't give you a rain check on that. I've never heard them say that. So keep that in mind. If you have never done it, try it once. I mean, you don't even need to try it on an extra care buck deal. You can try it on a particular product that you like, that you know, it's on sale for a particular price, and then you can use that on the next time when there's coupons for that particular product, and just save you some more extra money. And that's pretty much what you want to do with the rain checks. You want to use it either on a week that is going to be really, really low, where there's no deals going on, and you need to burn some extra care bucks before they expire, or you can use it as kind of a double dip situation when there's going to be a sale going on, and you want to lower your out of pocket, so you throw this into the mix, and so that you're not paying anything out of pocket, or it becomes a moneymaker if you like. The only thing with those is that sometimes you don't want to do it if it's the exact same deal and you're using it on that same particular product. Now, I would do it when it's something that's kind of similar, meaning like if you're gonna go on a razor deal where it's spend $30, get back $10 in extra care bucks, and all that stuff tracks at CVS. So you can go ahead and if you have a rain check for a Gillette razor, and you get $4 in extra care bucks if you buy a Gillette razor, then use the rain check on that, because you're going to save money, because you're going to get $4 in extra care bucks, and then you could still do the deal with some other products in your scenario, and your out-of-pocket won't be that expensive. So, I mean, just keep that in mind. I think I'm going to stop doing razor deals with using the Gillette female razors, because those are not selling. Nobody is picking them up. Like, seriously, like the women's razor, the one that we can get usually almost free when there's a razor deal going on at CVS. Like, no one's purchased that one razor, and they'll purchase everything else, but they won't purchase those in my yard sale or in my when I'm selling products. They'll buy everything else, but they won't buy that. So in a sense, it's just going to waste. It's just money that's not selling. So I think if it was $1, then they would buy it, but I don't want to spend $1 on. I mean, I spend more on those products after tax that I need to sell them, and I sell them for $2. So I think that's good for a $7 razor at CVS. So I don't know what's the deal. So I'll leave it there, guys. That's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to talk about. Rain checks. It's worth picking up. It's worth trying for the first time. I think once you try it once or twice, then you get more comfortable doing it. And especially for those times when you're trying to do a sale and they don't have the product. Whether it's on a particular card, or if you have 2 cards and you're going to go back and do the deal on the second card, they don't have it, then get your rain check. I think it's always worth it. So I'll leave it there, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day. Bye.